Alright, well, I'm just gonna start recording this one because if I don't record now, I don't know when I will record it, to be honest. I was gonna write everything down I was gonna say on like my notes and then just say it from that, but every time I sit down and start writing it, it just I just don't have it in me. So I'm just gonna sit down. Hopefully, I cover everything I want to cover. If not, I'll just add it in later or something. I don't know. But I wanted to talk about Sword and Shield, specifically on why Sword and Shield was such a badly received game, in my opinion. Um, so when Sword and Shield first came out, obviously people were mad over how the game looked. They wanted more updated graphics and stuff. They wanted something different, more advanced from what we had in Sun and Moon. Which, I mean, the game looks fine to me. Sure, there is some spots where it could have been more rendered out, I suppose. Like the trees, people really hate the trees or whatever. But the water graphics and all that really are nice. Also, there's like over 900 Pokemon that they have to animate and stuff. And I know like not all the Pokemon were in from the very beginning, but I have a theory on why Sword and Shield went that direction. So when Sword and Shield was first released, people were really mad about the Pokedex, that not all Pokemon were gonna be in it. Only a select few Pokemon were gonna be in the game. And that really sent people off on a tangent. Like they were furious over that one. You know, I'll get to that, but I want to talk about the main story first, because the main story is what really triggered me, I guess. Because you play the story, and it's a Pokemon game all the way through and through. The grinding is there, the gym battles are there. The Elite Four really isn't there, but they had something different where they had like this what you call it, like tournament style, which is fine, basically almost the same though. It was all there, but the actual stories, like Team Yell, they took a book out of Sun and Moon, and a lot of the Sun and Moon stuff that happened kind of happened again, because it's both the Team Yell and Team what was it? I don't remember their name. The one from Sun and Moon, they really didn't do anything. For the most part, Team Yell really was just there to obstruct your path mostly, and that's fine, I guess. But the thing is, why do they need to obstruct your path if there isn't anything there? Like, there isn't any story that progresses you forward in the game, apart from just you fighting the gym leaders and go on your journey, and trying to beat the quote-unquote Elite Four, the champion. But like, the evil team isn't there, and every time something does seem to happen and try to develop in the game, you get pushed aside by Leon or the higher ups, the adults telling you, "Oh, don't worry about it, we'll handle this." It's not until like the very end of the game, where you're about to fight Leon himself for the championship, where everything gets piled on you. It's like now there's this grand scheme where Eternatus shows up, but like at that point I'm like, I just want to fight the champion. Like I don't care anymore. You made me not care because you held it out for this long. Like if you would have had little snippets here and there throughout the story, I think it would have been so much better. Like that's how it's been in other games, and it just works. All right. Well, that's my tangent on the game. If I were to say, if you buy Sword and Shield now and you don't buy the DLC, I feel like the game is incomplete. And what I mean by that is because, obviously, because you get so much more Pokemon, you get the backstory and stuff, like the after story, which usually we get even if we don't buy any DLC. So you get that. But I guess it's a trade-off, so we don't have to get a third exclusive Pokemon game where it has more exclusivity than the other two. I mean, at least we're saving some money in that aspect, which is great. Let's see, what else am I trying to say? There really isn't anything special with the stories in the DLC either. You go around, do trials, and you get this mythical Pokemon, Cupchew, and you do that. You meet Leon's previous master, which is he's a fun character. You get new rivals, but they really do nothing, and then they don't. It's like starting from new because none of them know you. They don't even know you're the champion. Then the second DLC, the Crown Tundra, is actually my favorite. I don't know. I feel like that one just has a lot more personality. I don't know what it is, but it has a lot more personality. There is so many legendaries you can go capture. You get the ones from the raid dens or whatever they're called. You have the Moltres, the bird Pokemon that you can go out and capture. You got the Crown Pokemon and his steed, and then you have the Reggies. The Reggies, which finally, after I saw the Reggies, I was kind of relieved, because one of the things that I noticed in Pokemon games starting from Sun and Moon is that they're slowly getting rid of puzzles. And I don't know why. Puzzles have been around for a really long time in Pokemon, and that's actually what made Pokemon a little bit unique to me, because it's like you're going through this journey as a kid, and you're exploring the world, and there's these puzzles that you don't know where they came from or why they're there, and then you have to traverse, and you finally, once you get to the end, you discover like this grand Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, and it's it's an amazing feeling. I mean, at least it was back then when we were all younger. I'm sure of it. Seeing like the spiral in Diamond and Pearl was crazy. It felt like you were actually there in a way. But yeah, like it feels incomplete if you don't have the DLCs. So like if you're like late on the game and you're like, should I get Sword and Shield? It's a Pokemon game. You'll enjoy it for the most part for what it is, but I think you're 100% more enjoy it if you get the DLC, which is unfortunate. That's what it's like, $40 for both of them, $20 for like one of them, I think. So yeah, that's a lot of money to be spending on a Pokemon game, because it's $60 by itself without the DLC. So there's that to consider. Alright, so now for my reasoning on why I think the games ended up the way they did, and they separated Pokemon by DLC. Obviously it helped them make more money. That's true, but I also felt that this Pokemon game was specifically focusing on online battling and competitive, because this game actually added a lot, and I mean a lot, of items that were mostly based for competitive gaming, and competitive battles. And I noticed that. I was like, oh well, that's cool for them. They're getting all these things, and they really tried their best to try to put Gigantamax and like Gigamax as their gimmick, and they're pushing it. And I think it was kind of a test game in a way. They were testing how to improve online competitive battles using this game, and because they focused so much more on this game, they kind of over simplified everything that they could have added in this game, if that makes sense. Because I feel like the wild area was also a test to see how well the wild area was going to be received, as and how well it would run, testing the limitations of stuff. Once they saw that it was well received, they released the other games. They released more Pokemon after people kind of complained about it. I mean, I'm sure they had it from the beginning, but it helped, I guess. But yeah, I feel like this was kind of a test game for them to really test out the grounds on what they can do, and I think my theory on that kind of has some ground now after finding out that Diamond and Pearl are the next games that are gonna come out, like the remakes, Jesus, and seeing that they're saying that their competitive battles are mostly gonna be still Sword and Shield, that this is the game that they're gonna be held on, not on that. And not only that, but then they also announced Legends Arceus, which is it's not an open world game, but it's a game where it has open world levels, if that makes sense. And after seeing, the wild area, then seeing those two games, I'm like, I think I was onto something. But probably if I released this like way earlier, I would have some more ground on people believing me or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, I think that's basically all I had to say about this game. They really need to bring back more puzzles in the game, focus more on story now. Hopefully they will in Legends Arceus, and we'll see what the future holds for Pokemon games. Alright, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and remember, stay happy. Bye.